Hello, hello, hello! Welcome and well met! Welcome to the stream! I'm Leah Theodosia, and today I am going to be playing Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. But it's also been a while since I last streamed. Also, I had to readjust my my number pad broke. So I had to readjust things, so sorry if I'm a little slow in my reactions. I'm like, which button is it? Yeah. Streamer life problems. Anyway, it has been a bit since I last streamed. I took a week off, and now I only stream on Thursdays and Fridays for at least the foreseeable future. We'll see what happens after that bit, because even I don't know. I can't see in the future. You think too much of me if you think that's an ability I have. But I appreciate it. Other than that, just acknowledging that it's been a while, so hello, hello, hello. And part of the reason why I bring this up is because I noticed I have a few more subscribers. So thank you for subscribing, even though I have not been streaming. I appreciate it. So, sorry I'm a little sniffly. I don't know why that is, but I assure you I am fine. Let's jump into the game now, because I got my thank yous out. And also that, hello, it's been a while. Alright, let me make sure nothing's going funky, because it has been a while. And I may have forgotten to do something. It's been like a week and a half, so yeah, that's not out of the realm of possibility. Alright, we look good. Let's get into the game. Alright, do this, and okay. Oh, wait, I need to move chat. You know what? Let's move the decoration first. Definitely need to make it smaller. Oop. Put it there. And then we move this. This also needs to go a little smaller. Alright. I forgot about this. I knew it! I would forget about something! I'm like, it has been a bit. I'm going to forget to do something, because there's actually a lot of little things I need to do. It can take me like an entire hour to set up a stream. Not always. Usually it's more like, I don't know, 40 minutes. Take me 40 minutes thereabouts to set up my stream. Make sure everything's running good. So yeah. Alright. So we last left off on to be continued. So we're starting off from there. We, let's check over the evidence, because again, it's been over, it had been like a week and a half since I last, no, wait, no, it's been more like 2.5 weeks, I think, since I was doing this, so I probably need the refresher. I am sorry if you're binge watching this. I do have a playlist on YouTube, so that is pretty easy to do for anyone who needs to be told that, because I'm also streaming on Twitch. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. Hello, stream platforms I stream on. Okay, yes, we have the Kickstarter on this, Manny being dead. I don't think we have, do we still have the Damask being dead? Oh yeah, he's got a boo-boo. He's our big bad villain. I should probably point that out for anyone who needs to be caught up. This guy. This guy's our big bad villain. You look so, why is your character design so weird to me? This dude look weird. Let's see. Yeah, we still have the knives. I still like playing with this one. I'm not gonna do it this time. Alright, we can still talk about the fires. We got the photo, we got the grass too, the fountain spouts. I think we got that before. Right, we got these. Right, they're crossbow arrows. They look like, oh, what are they called? I should know this. There's a type of monk in Japan that use a certain type of staff. Tengu are also seen holding it. Actually, which one is that? Dual Destinies. In Dual Destinies, the staff that the Tengu is holding in the Yokai Mansion case, which is the first time Apollo and Athena meet? Yeah, that case, that staff. I forgot what that's called. I should know this. I've been told a few times. I really should know this. Curses my memory failing me. Shakes hand at, shakes fist into the sky. Alright, got the chopsticks. Oh yeah, trump card. I think the really big things we want is counterfeit plate, Creamy Duck statue Alba smuggled into his country. Oh, right, this was found in the fake Creamy Duck statue. Right. We have the video. I think it's just 2 stills. Yeah, we got Manny. We got this. I don't know if we'll use that again, but we do have that. I think, did we use this already? We might have used that already. Got the security camera. There goes Alba. Oh, right! Manny's... Wait. That doesn't make sense. Okay. I'm thinking about how things line up. I'm like, this doesn't make sense, but that is also what we have, is Manny's body was put in there. That's why there's blood on the bottom. Does it say that? Yeah, it's blood. Sure is. Oh, wait. Which button was it? Oh, okay, I pushed the right one. It's supposed to be Mr. Christian's, but okay, yeah. Yeah, it was Manny's body was found in this. How did he get back to Babal if he was smuggled into... Alabast? I'm curious. Okay. I think I'm caught up. Where are we going from here? Wait, do we have what was talked about last? Yeah, we do. So yeah, we're still in the Theatrum Neutralis. Where were we? Yeah, I can't argue when you've given a perfect argument. You know, I don't think this guy is ever going to admit his wrongdoings, Mr. Edgeworth. He values himself above all else. People who can't be negotiated with, or people who refuse to admit when they are lost. I don't believe those kinds of people really exist, because everybody breaks eventually. You're right. In that case, I have no choice but to use all the evidence I have. Okay, okay, so we're gonna have testimony from Alba again. Alright, okay. Sorry for having spent some time for catching up, but I kind of need it, or else I'm gonna be so lost. Mr. Alba, I request that you testify once more. As if there's anything else for me to testify about. Why are you sweating then, mister? Something to hide? Perhaps. I'm very amused by this. Still have yet to fully prove that it was Mr. Alba who murdered Mr. Kachan. Well, I would like to hear about your movements before the murder occurred. I wonder if you could tell us about what you did here at the Theatrum Neutralis. Very well. I suppose I could tell you about that. Smug little bastard. Smug old man. Because about all I did was watch the Steel Samurai stage show. Elaborate on even that alone is good enough for me. Wait, elaborating on. Oh, I read that wrong. Wait, hold on. Elaborating on even that alone is good enough for me. The only way for me to place this man under arrest is to pinpoint the exact location of where the murder took place, for that is the key to this investigation. Right! We said that China, she smuggled the body back. Right! I remember now. Okay. Yeah, there's really things I did not remember. So quiet. There's no music. It's just little people talking. I don't think I've changed. Let me check the settings. Did the audio get? Nope, the background music is on. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I'm like, did the background music get turned off somehow? No. We're good. Okay, the Steel Samurai's show. Oh. Just as I was complaining about the music. It might be a little too quiet, actually, for y'all. Hold on. Probably... I think... here? We'll try here. Because I don't think the song's too loud, and I know there's gonna be louder things. we'll play it on the fly as per usual. I watched from the last row. The stage was well lit, but it was dark out in the audience. I swear I was there in the audience. It was hard to prove that, I suppose. I do remember the contents of the show very well, though. Is that proof enough for you? The moving scenes were seared into this old man's heart. I'll never forget them. I kind of think I already know where this is going because we still have the spear. Yeah, because he bent it, Larry couldn't do the early summer rain jab special attack. I have a feeling because Larry's such a fail whale. I knew it. I'm sorry. I'm laughing. Like, every time Larry's involved, and there's some evil mastermind's machinations here going, ho ho ho, my perfect plan. And then Larry comes along and just bumbles his way through so much that their perfect plan gets demolished by one goober. One man that's highly incompetent. So incompetent he accidentally ruins many a mastermind's schemes, and I can't help but laugh delightfully after it. I'm like, Larry is a menace to everyone, but that also includes the bad guys. I love it so much. That's why whenever I see Larry, I'm like, oh no, we need to figure out what Larry's been up to. Because, like, 10 times out of 10, the man just did something that messes up the mastermind's plan, and we're gonna get critical evidence because Larry. Oh gosh, I love it so much. Okay. Where were we actually, though? Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, Alba was just finishing his testimony, and Edgeworth is responding. Alright. So you were in the theater proper, watching the Steel Samurai show, were you? I don't know what that voice was. That was not Edgeworth's voice that I did. I know it's not Edgeworth's voice. I can actually do, like... You know, I haven't heard the English anime in a while. I'm trying. I can think of what Phoenix sounds like. He's voiced by... Oh gosh, is it Eric Vale? I think it's Eric Vale. In the anime. That guy's so loud. Oh, who is Edgeworth voiced by? I'd have to look it up. The voice is not coming to my mind. Anyway. Neither here nor there. It's gonna take me a second to get back into the voices. Of course I was. I have a great fondness for the Steel Samurai. Yeah! I was pretty cool up there, wasn't I? You're not the one who was cool. It's the Steel Samurai who was cool. Yeah, and the Steel Samurai's special finishing move today was really something, huh? Hmm? Hey, Angie! Who is she? Who is this super cute girl? Oh my god, how old are you, Larry? You're 25! She's like, how old is Kay? She's 17! Larry, back off! Standing here this whole time, and only now he notices her. Her name is Kay Faraday, and she's helping me in my investigation. Sorry I didn't get to introduce myself earlier, but better late than never. Yeah, it's okay, I'm Larry Bud! Silence in the peanut gallery. There's no time for such trivialities at a time like this. Lang! I love voicing Francesca. Ooh, still might be a little... I'm not sure. No, that was me. Okay. Mr. Prosecutor, this is the final battle. You got that? I know. This is the end. For that man there. Now that's the kind of thing I like to hear. I think I'll give trusting you a try, Mr. Prosecutor. Or rather, Mr. Edgeworth. He's been promoted to Mr. Edgeworth. Ah, Ling actually, Mr. I hate prosecutors by, what would it be? By principle? It's actually warmed up to Edgeworth. Ah, you love to see it. I leave this critical battle up to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Lang pose. Have no fear. I will finish the job. Well, this really is the endgame. The time has come to expose every last one of Mr. Alba's lies. Rebuttal! Our turn. Let's go! Okay. Yeah, I don't need to worry about that. Don't need to worry about that. I think it's this. We need Well, I remember the contents of the show as well myself. That's nice. That's nice. Miles Edgeworth, don't allow yourself to be riled up by him at this important juncture. I wasn't planning to let him. He totally lost his cool. He's such a nerd when it comes to Steel Samurai. I freaking love it. Well, if you ask me, I think I'm the biggest Steel Samurai expert around here. You think the climactic scene of today's show was just totally awesome? Yes, I remember that well. The spectacular special move. The way you deliver the final blow against the evil magistrate. Early summer rain jab. Oh, that scene will live on in my heart forever. Is that how it went? I totally forgot about that. How can you forget your own special moves? That's the special attack that the Steel Samurai uses when he's using the Samurai Spear. Yes, and today was the first time they showed it off, was it not? If I hadn't watched the show, then how could I answer you with the name of the move? I suppose you are correct, but if you could please elaborate on this point for me. One of the scenes was of his never-before-seen early summer rain jab move. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I am so sorry. I think we can just present this now. Objection! Heck yeah, we can. The special move today was the early summer rain jab. Is that your final answer? Objection! Excuse you. You little irritating gnat. Wow! Rude! That's so rude! Do you think you can trip me up by asking the same question over and over? That was not my intention. Your testimony is more than sufficient. However, I believe it would be wise for you to take a look at this. The Samurai Spear? What about it? The spear actually never made it on stage today. Excuse me. Unfortunately for you, tonight's Steel Samurai happened to be a goof of a young man with an abundance of useless hot-bloodedness. And that's exactly why he ruins everybody's plans. Larry's so confused. Having said that, said useless man bent the spear during his rehearsal this evening. Hey, do you remember what the Steel Samurai special move was tonight? It was Steel Samurai Sushi Slash! Ah! Correct. Because you're gonna use the spear. A last minute change was made. Had you really been watching the show, you would have known the move that was used. Curtis Alba. You didn't watch even a single minute of the Steel Samurai show tonight, did you? Testimony ruined by a kid's show. Get wrecked, Mr. Ex-Ambassador Man. Oh, this is delightful. Aha! So if he wasn't watching the show tonight, then it opens up the possibility that he was busy killing Mr. Kochen instead. He's sweating. I doubt he's done yet, but he's sweating. So where were you during the show? I demand an answer now. What are you gonna come up with now? He's thought of something. I figured as much. I'm not doing that laugh. Just what is so funny? You're so sloppy. And so are your conclusions. I still insist I watched the show. Or most of it, in any case. What do you mean by most of it? You see, during the show I left my seat for a spell to visit the bathroom. I assume that was when the dramatic scene was played out on stage. That's the lousiest, lamest excuse I've ever heard in my life, pal! Just because he got the name of the move wrong. Can't really use that as proof that he didn't watch the show at all. As a fan of the Steel Samurai, I had wanted to watch the entire show. Honest.
Objection!
Steel Samurai fan? For someone who wasn't even in his seat for the climax of the show, you have no right to call yourself a Steel Samurai fan ever. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I want to know too. Who just said... Wait. It was Hold It. Who was that just now? Oh my gosh, Larry. Larry has the steel stand. He's a menace. What does our resident menace have to say? It would be I, young lady! Larry, what are you doing interrupting me like this? Oh, that. What are you doing Okay, I'm just flubbing the slide. What are you doing interrupting me like that? Ah, gee! Please! Hold for a second, I beg! I never accept the old man as a Steel Samurai fan. But I totally think he's a Steel Samurai addict? Eh? What exactly is a Steel Samurai addict, pal? I believe he meant to say Steel Samurai maniac. Yeah! Trust me, I know a real fan when I see one because I'm the Steel Samurai. I'll never acknowledge you as the true Steel Samurai. Okay, this will never not be funny to me. Just Edgeworth getting offended that Larry is being the Steel Samurai right now and just being like, it's denied. Will not accept. It's still funny. What are you getting so worked up over, Mr. Edgeworth? Here's the real Steel Samurai recognizes me as a fan. As well he should, for I am a fan. It's not as though I missed the entire show. It was a most amazing show, filled with the spirit of the young and the young at heart. The sarcasm dripping from his long wooden nose couldn't run any thicker. I did not need that image, Kay. Thank you. Getting the name wrong of the move. Oh, wait. Getting the name of the move wrong only proves that he didn't watch the last scene. What I really need here is something more definitive. Something that links Mr. Alba directly to the murder of Mr. Manny Kochan. You know what, Gramps? You're really something else. I'm honored to receive such praise from the Steel Samurai, but what is it for? Well, I was just wondering how you found out about the early summer rain jab. That move is a bit of a secret that only a small portion of the staff know about. Wait, it was a secret. Larry, wait, what did you just say? Huh? Did I say something stupid again? He's actually surprisingly self-aware. Did you say that the early summer rain jab was actually a secret? Well, maybe I shouldn't have said secret. It's more like we only decided on the name of the move right before the start of the show. Right before? Yeah! The stage director was going nuts because we were supposed to debut the move. About 5 minutes before the show, we threw it up on the dressing room's whiteboard. Early summer rain jab. That's kinda how we decided the name of the move. But by that time, I'd already bent the spears, so I guess the whole thing was kinda pointless. All of you still samurai actors are the same. The director has my complete sympathy. Long story short, because we changed the move to the sushi slash, we kinda pretended the early summer rain jab didn't exist at all. I mean, it'd be bad if somebody found out that we changed the move, so we made it a secret. So basically, a gag order was issued for publicity's sake. It almost makes the early summer rain jab sound like a lost art. I have a book about that. Almost Lost Arts. That's actually the name of the book. I forgot how I heard about it. Did I just randomly see it? Whatever. It's a good book. I should poke at it again. It's a while since I grabbed it. Anyway. The book... Whoops. The book likes reading books. Shocker. Okay. Yeah, which is why I think most of the staff haven't even heard of the move. Hold those lips of yours still. What the heck, old man? I've done nothing but listen, and from what I can tell, it's all very unrelated to the case. It's also very tedious and a pointless exercise and wasting time. Much like a kid's show. Objection! Alba, I believe the one who should be quiet now is you. How dare you? I suspect that you've already noticed exactly what the very severe implications are in this man's testimony. Ah, so now you're trying to bully me, huh? There are no implications to be read into a behind-the-scenes story of a kid's show. Don't even think about trying to slither your way out of this, Quirkus Alba. You were the one who said it yourself, but the name of the move was Early Summer Rain Jab. The name was only decided upon right before the show was about to start. So, just what are you driving at, Eastland? The name of the movie told us was never used in the show or said aloud. So how do you know it? Well then, would you care to tell us about how you found out the name of that move? Because I can only think of one way you could have known. Quirkus Alba, this is the only way you could have known the name of the special move. You saw it, you asked about it, you thought it up. Well, he's not the member of the staff. That doesn't match what he says. I don't think he asked about it. He must have just seen it on the whiteboard, yeah? So he was in the whiteboard room then. You knew the name because you saw it. You saw it on the dressing room's whiteboard. The staff members who knew were keeping it a secret. So you couldn't have simply gone up to a staff member and asked. Which means that the only other option left is that you saw it on the whiteboard. Wait, isn't the dressing room connected to Alba's room? Because the dressing room is what Wendy Oldbags was using when her hip gave out on her, right? Do we have fireplace? Yeah, revolving fireplace. That's the Bilal one. Okay. I don't have evidence for that. Okay. So that means Mr. Alba was there at some point, right? But what's the big deal, sir? I don't see what that means. There's another piece of evidence that has a great deal to do with the dressing room. So we can't afford to let this slide. It does. What do we have? Right embassy. Dressing room. Dressing room. Yeah, you can see on the map here, the one above the room with the X, that is... The room with the X is Alba's room. The room above it is the... Yeah. Is it for embassy staff? Is this why I still have the hot dogs? There's the wire... Ooh, sorry. Yeah, the only thing I have from that... Yeah, the present for embassy staff, this old bed took and ate a few from the dressing room. We did find this on Alba's side. Are we going to say the fireplace was used because one of the hot dogs made it to Alba's ambassador room? Is that where we're going? I'm trying to figure this out before I actually have to choose an answer. Okay, let's see if I can get a little more information. Let's see, yeah. There's another piece of evidence that has a great deal to do with the dressing room. That would be the hot dogs, I guess. Because otherwise it was, what? The shirt? I think? But we don't have the shirt anymore. That got thrown out. Yeah, I don't see anything else that has to do with the dressing room. Because this one is, you know, it says dressing room right in the little snippet there, so... Alright. Oh, sorry. Why do I get sleepy? Why am I sleepy? I slept just fine. This is why I joke around about being perpetually tired no matter how much I sleep. It's not true exactly. I'm not being serious about it. Otherwise I think that'd be a medical condition. I'm not. Okay, apparently it's relaxing playing Ace Attorney. Unless there's Manfred von Karma. Oh my gosh, that case still gives me so much anxiety. Okay. Okay, right. There's another piece of evidence that has a great deal to do with the dressing rooms. We can't afford to let this slide. This is related to both the dressing room and to Mr. Cochen's murder. Okay, I don't think the hot dogs had anything to do with it, though. This is the only thing I can think of. I mean, this shows a layout. Unless it's... Well, I think that's supposed to be an elevator. Because the... Babal side, yeah, the little indent there of the smaller room. That's an elevator, I think. If it's still, what is it? Reflected? The symmetry thing. I can't think of the proper terminology, apologies. Is it really only anything different? This got burnt in Cochen's room. Found. You know what? I'm saving it. Can I save? No, I can't. No. All right. This is the only thing that we have to do with the dressing room that we still have. But it's not related to Cochen's murder. I don't think? How do hot dogs relate to murder? I need to have a think. I mean, it was supposed to be a present for the staff. but Wendy just ended up eating it in the sold bags. Ah, whatever. I'll give it a shot.
Take that!
Yeah, no. Do you think so? I know. Wait, can I save it? Okay, I can save it for now. I need to make sure it saves earlier. No, I'm like, I don't think the hot dogs, if we just wanted to have ties to the dressing room. Okay, gotta have a think. It's not gonna be bad. It's not that. I don't think the knife, either knife, Yatagarasu's key knife here, can also be a knife. Did they find the blade in the dressing room? That doesn't say, I don't remember that. Our statues, I don't think ever got to the dressing room. Neither of these got to the dressing room. I mean, it could be this. But it doesn't have ties to the dressing room. It definitely has ties to Manny's murder, not the dressing room. We already know the hot dogs are bad. No, it's about to know. What do we have to know? The fires in Babal are not going to have to do anything with the Alabastian dressing room. The signs are revolving fireplace. Oh! Maybe it is the revolving fireplace? This is related to both the dressing room and to Mr. Fushen's murder. I mean, it would fit. The dressing room has a revolving fireplace, and how Mr. Kochen died. It's involved. There's a revolving fireplace that maybe this crossbows not doesn't meet. I mean, some of these are like they meet one criteria, but not the other. Oh wait, Steel Samurai pushed this to Alabast from the dressing room. Oh! Oh, it's this, isn't it? Okay, let's try this.
Take that!
Yeah! There we go. I had to think. I had to look over things. I didn't realize I was in the dressing room. Oops. I figured it out, though. I figured it out. The pushcart that was used to move the body was right there in the dressing room. During the show, the pushcart awaited its return to be pushed on stage in the dressing room. And it was finally pushed there, along with the Iron Infant, in the last scene of the show. And then, right after the show ended, it went into the Alabast along with the Steel Samurai. Which means that the only time the killer could have placed the body inside the pushcart was when the pushcart was in the dressing room backstage. So basically, the killer has to be someone who visited the dressing room during the show. Precisely. You didn't like that. Oh, but wait. What if, and this is just a what if the murder took place right in the dressing room? What do you mean, Kay? I have to admit, she brings up a valid possibility. Oh. That must be why I'm having trouble. During the show, the dressing room was supposed to be devoid of people. Slipping undetected into a private dressing room then would be as simple as pie. The killer must have come up with the idea to move the body with the pushcart then too. Correct, thus making the theater's dressing room the ideal location for the murder of Manny Kochen. He's sweating. Circus Alba. Oop. I just hiccuped. Circus Alba. During the show, you went down to the dressing room. And I want to know why. Yes. Yes, I was there. I went into the dressing room. I knew it! I'm placing you under arrest right now, pal! You got that? Arrest!
Objection!
Not so fast. What is it now? Don't I deserve a chance to explain myself? Explain? What is there to explain? I believe I told you earlier that I went to the bathroom. Well, I got lost when I did. I wanted to ask for directions, but when I opened the dressing room door, no one was inside. And that's when I saw the name of the move on the whiteboard. You punk. Still trying to get out of this. You really think you can get away at this point? Mr. Edgeworth, isn't there anything you can do to stop him? I don't have enough evidence on hand to do anything. I don't have the airtight evidence I need to put this man away for good. But if that's what I need, then perhaps... Richard Lang, I believe an investigation of the dressing room in question is in order. It's possible that It's possible that we may find new evidence there. Yeah! If Mr. Edgeworth pokes around in there, I'm sure we'll find some new facts, pal. Oh, and if we use Little Thief, we may even learn something from a recreation. Ooh. We don't need We don't need to do any of that. What? Wolfie? How could you? I'm not saying this to be mean. It's just that we've already searched there. My men really are something else. And they found nothing. There's only one thing I can say to you, sis. And it's that they found nothing. That's it. I guess you're right. If they had found something, they would have reported it to us. They couldn't find anything because there was nothing there to find. And if there's no info to feed into Little Thief, then I can't do much to help either. Is this the end? The murder took place in this theater, which is not protected under extraterritorial rights. And the fact that it was Mr. Alba himself who committed the murder, I can't prove both statements to be true. Mr. Alba walks away a free man. So no other course of action left to us. It would appear that your hand of cards has turned out to be a bust. Now, if you will excuse me, because of you people, I missed my flight. Now I must make haste to arrange for a new one. Ooh. Who's it now? Who is it this time? Oh my gosh, it's Old Bag. Hey Wendy, what's gotta be in your bonnet this time? Hold it right there, you whippersnappers! Ah, first Larry, and now you. What is that scary mobster-like scowl on your face, Edgy Poo? Don't treat me like I'm some sort of nuisance. Wendy Oldbag, I'm sorry to admit this, but you kinda are. And I'm not sorry to admit it. I meaning to say this, but all of you keep talking about things I don't get at all. You're leaving this lady in the You're all leaving this lady in the sad, depressing, lonely dust that I'm about to cry in. You have to speak up right at this instant. But you know what, Edgy Poo? Cheer up. Because I'm about to give you the most wonderful thing. The most wonderful thing from you. It's so super special that I couldn't give it away to just anyone you know. My special present of love to my sweet Edgy Poo. Are you ready? This is... Oh, is this? Okay. Are you ready? Is this? It's more samurai dogs? It's a box of those samurai dogs, right? Yes, oh Poo. Here, go on and eat one, and you'll feel as right as rain. Edgeworth's like, I don't know what to do anymore. You know, honestly, you know who usually impedes investigations? Miss Oldbag. Like, there's a reoccurring thing of you spending like 2 or 3 testimonies talking about something, then you'll finally get to a point where she says something that makes it so she, like, you didn't even need to cross-examine her. She'll just forget really, like, one detail, and you'll spend a bunch of testimonies going around this until she finally has some reason to say this one detail. I know everyone says Larry's a menace, but really, Wendy Oldbag is the real menace. Larry does screw up things, but he ends up more helpful in the end. Laying is on for everyone. Wait, how many people have been silent? No, it's okay. It's just Edgeworth K. Are we gonna go through everybody? We are. Even Gumshoe's making a face! You know you screwed up if even Gumshoe can tell! Are we through here? Why did everyone get so quiet all of a sudden? Edgy-poo! Tell me you understand the depths of this lady's love for you? I'm not one to hand out snacks willy-nilly, you know. No, sir. The thought occurred to me that maybe it would be good if I oh, okay, she's gonna off. We'll wait for it. This should end up in the history thing. We'll figure out what she says in a moment. Oh my gosh, she is going off. Kay interrupted her. Give me a second. I probably need some drink some water before I read all of this. Okay. What did she say? That was a lot. Oh gosh. Okay, yeah, I was here. The thought occurred to me that maybe it would be good if I fed you and made sure you were nice and full. One day, it's my dream to serve you some of my own homemade food. I mean, isn't it the desire of every woman to make sure that their beloved never goes hungry? And that's what I wanted to experience. I'll tell you one thing, though. A long time ago, they used to say that I could make the most delicious meal of any ingredient. You threw in front of me. Oh, I was a star in the kitchen back then, and I was... Mr. Edgeworth, can you please do anything about her? It was so fun reading Miss Oldbag's lines. I'm like, oh gosh, she went off again. What is she saying? There is no power on earth that can force that woman into silence. Oh, she's ready to stab things. But I'm so sick and tired of it all. All you people do is look down on me. Even this box of samurai dogs played me for a fool. It had a special design on its fan, like the Japanese flag, so I thought it was special. But then I ate one, and it tastes just like all the rest. Oh, it made me so mad. Wait, it's different? Wait. Oh. She's right. The one she's showing, it doesn't... Is that blood? Did they get blood on her hot dogs? Ew. Well, it's on the packaging, but still, ew. That's a little, that's a little too close. Comfort. You ask me. Wait, a special box with a Hinomaru-like fan on it. I've never heard of such a piece of merchandise existing before. However, there it is. The red sun on this fan is filled in. Is it possible? Could it be? I'm rather sure the samurai dogs were piled up on the dressing room floor. However, there is no such thing as a Hinomaru dog. This contradiction of facts between something that should not exist and yet does. Rays from this red sun may be just what we needed to point us in the right direction. At present, the studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off to the emissary people and tell them hi. I had to pile them all into the pushcart just to move them. Sorry, my fan's acting up. That scared me. I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Mr. Kochan at the theater and then placed his body inside the pushcart. And then, you forced the Steel Samurai to unwittingly move the body for you. Try to piece the final pieces of this logic puzzle together. No matter how fragile or small the connections may be, I have a feeling I want to save it. I have a feeling I want to save it, because I have a feeling I could totally overthink this. Okay, no, we can't do the logic yet. Okay, but I'm glad it's still going to save. Once we found them all, the way to the truth will be revealed. Setting in the pushcart. They placed Kochen's body in the pushcart in the dressing room. The flag's red sun is... Wait. Box samurai dice were sitting in the pushcart. No, it probably... Is it this first? I just need to pick out the order of this. Wait, can I save? No, I can't. I need to figure out the order. Do I say the samurai dogs were in the pushcart? Or say that... Is the samurai dogs in the pushcart and the body in the pushcart because they were in there at the same time? Ew. Oh, I don't like that. It's probably this first. Yes. I got it correct. Good job, me. The killer used the pushcart to transport the body, which means that they had to remove the steel samurai dogs. Oh, I said steel samurai, it's samurai dogs. Which means they had to remove the samurai dogs from within first. That's not what I was thinking of, but that works too. Therefore, the samurai dogs that were piled up on the dressing room floor were most likely taken out of the pushcart by the killer. So the one with the red on it... The dogs were put on dressing room floor to make room. Wait, is it Alba's blood that's on the packaging? That would put him in the dressing room. And it'd be conclusive evidence, because DNA! Ooh! That which should not exist. This box of samurai dogs with a Hino Maru on it. If this red sun was filled in when the killer was busy removing samurai dogs from the pushcart, then it's proof that the murder took place in the dressing room. As long as this red substance turns out to be what I believe it to be. Windy old bag. Aw, I gave her a bow. I thank you. She's so happy! What you have given me is truly something very special. Edgy boo! Mr. Edgeworth, are you sure you're feeling okay, sir? Mr. Alba, as I suspected, you killed Mr. Kochan in the dressing room. Many times must I listen to you repeat yourself. Haven't you figured it out yet? Your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. The only way I'm going to continue to cooperate is with some definitive evidence. That arrogance, that self-confidence. You believe that you erased every piece of evidence that could incriminate you. However, there remains one piece here, and it is what will put you away for good. Huh, you're bluffing. He's not Phoenix, so no, he's not. Oh-ho. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Sounds like you finally found them. You finally found the things we need to go after this guy's jugular. So tell us, what about that box of samurai dogs is going to put the old man away? There's evidence that will bring him down. Well, it's here, of course. It's on the... That's blood. Worry about lining it up properly here. It looks like a son Amaterasu would make. I want to play Okami now. I'm so glad that's getting a sequel. Anyway. This box of samurai dogs with the Hinomaru fan on it. This should have never... This should never have existed. So I want you all to take a good look at this red spot. It's a single drop of blood. Huh? What? Blood, you say? Agent Lang, I'd like this blood analyzed post-haste. I've gotta admit, I'm a bit surprised. I can't believe we found blood in a place like this. Gotta look everywhere. Gotta interrogate them parrots. The occasional orca. Hey you! Get this down to the lab pronto. But why was there blood on that box to begin with? I think about the flow of the crime. I think the reason will become obvious. Larry, you said that you transported the samurai dogs with the pushcart, correct? Oh, yeah. I have a great memory, Edgy. That pushcart was a bit too big for my son, you know what I mean? So to make sure everyone could see him, I had to pile some stuff in it. I figure the samurai dogs were there, so I used them to fill up the cart. If what Larry says is true, then what were the boxes doing on the floor? Ah, I see. The killer took them out in order to place the body in the pushcart. Exactly. And that is what I believe the victim's blood found its way into that box. When my men investigated the room, not a single box of samurai dogs was in there. Because NBC's staff members had already confiscated them. Yes, no doubt to hide the evidence of the murder. It's a good thing Miss Oldbag managed to steal that one box before they got to them, huh? Looks like Miss Oldbag also managed to put this great thief to shame. What a scandalous way of putting that! I didn't steal. I received it from myself. Wendy. Okay. Turkis Alba. I'll say this was one very fatal oversight on your part. Oh, he's laughing again. Sorry to rain on your little love fest, however. How can he be so self-confident in a no-win situation for him like this? Even if that blood turns out to be Mr. Cochen's, then what? So, Mr. Edgeworth, it sounds like he's not ready to call it quits yet, huh? So, piece of evidence that was left at the scene of the crime. That alone has shed light on a new fact. At the very least, we now have proof that the murder occurred in the dressing room. I don't think it's Manny's blood, though. I think it's Quirkus's, Alba's blood. It certainly placed him more firmly and dig him in a deeper hole, you know? I hope it's Alba's blood, because that places it in the... Wait, did he say he got that wound from the... No, he said he got that from Damas II. It still placed Alba in the dressing room, which is not good for him. And better for us, because it places him there, like, he was nearby messing with stuff, or else how could he have gotten blood on it? Also, ow. Still looks kind of... There's so many band-aids. Did they not put, like, one of those pads on it? It's just, like, gauze? Is that how you pronounce it? Gauze? My cat is meowing for some... Kitty? Why are you meowing? Nope, she's gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna let her be a cat. Who am I to say no? And you say it like it means something. Huh? Ooh. Oh. Excuse me, sirs. Forensic. Report. What were the results of the analysis? Sir, the analysis came back and confirmed that the red substance is blood. I knew it. But this Quercus alba. Oh. Mr. Edgeworth, I wonder if you might humor my question. Your question? The one from before, have you forgotten? Even if that is Mr. Koshen's blood, what difference would it make? Like we already told you, it proves that the crime scene was in that dressing room. But it doesn't prove that I'm your killer, does it? Ugh, that's... Yeah, that's a very good point. Blood on that box doesn't prove that Mr. Alba is the killer. Then this evidence, it's meaningless? It can't be. We were so close, sir. Oh, he's laughing. I want to smack that smug look off his face. Come on, there's gotta be something we can do. If we found a solid piece of evidence, there must be something I can expose with it. Come on, Alba's hurt too. Not the only one that's had... Come on! Did you just think of it? No. Edgeworth can't think of a single thing. I can't think of a single thing. Alba's laughing. I'm not doing all that laugh. That's gonna hurt my throat if I try that. Ooh. Okay, where were we? Oh, if you excuse me, I'll be on my way. Somebody shouts out, hold it. I don't know who. Who was that? It's too late. I won't allow anyone to stop me now. It wasn't me, pal. It wasn't me this time either. It wasn't me either. It was me! The forensics. Why did you... because I haven't finished reporting everything to you yet, sir. There's more. What? Hurry up and spit it out! Yes, sir! The blood I mentioned. It's not of the same blood type as the victim's blood. It's Alba's blood, like I was saying! I want to be an assistant to Mr. Edgeworth because apparently I can think of things sometimes before he does, and other times he thinks of it, and I'm like, what are you on? I need a team up. Solve everything duo, let's go. And I think it'd actually kind of be... I don't think I would want to work in that. These be nasty things. I don't know. What? What do you mean it's not the same type? You mean it's not the victim's blood? If it isn't his, then who the hell's is it? I don't know, sir. All I know is not the same blood type as the victim's, sir. What should we do now, Mr. Edgeworth? I have no idea what's what anymore. No, this is a good thing! Guys! I'm about to grab everybody by the lapels. Neither do I. My, what an amusing turn of events. The blood drop proves something to be true, alright. Namely, my words. And which one of your words would that be? The ones where I said that your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. That blood has nothing to do with the murder investigation whatsoever. Need I remind you that the blood got onto that box long before it entered my emissary? What sort of nonsense? Yeah, it's blood, pal. There's no way it's not related to the murder. So you would like to believe. What if someone preparing the samurai dogs had a small nosebleed? What then? Ugh. I guess that's possible. Damn it. We've been wasting our time on a red herring. Blood doesn't belong to anyone connected to the case. That should be clue enough. It's Alba, you... I'm not sure if I can say that with TOS. Orcus Alba, you dastard! Silence. Don't you ever address me with such a filthy word again. I've wasted enough time here with you, and now you have your answers. Now let me through. Alba, it doesn't matter where you run off to. You'll never escape me. Someday, I'll have the satisfaction of sinking my fangs into you. You'll see. And all of Interpol will be behind me, working to see to it that that day comes. You know what your words sound like to me. They sound like the whinings of a pathetic loser of a mutt. Poor Langdon, not like that. Edgeworth is thinking. It's really the extent of all that we can do. Is the blood really from someone completely unrelated to the case? Or is there another possibility? Someone else other than the victim? Yes! When I thought I had him backed into a corner, it is I who has been backed into one. No! Lapels. Lapels. Grab them back. Okay. In a situation like this, what would that man do? What would he who can turn any desperate situation around do? Turn it around. If it's not the victim, then it's the murderer's blood. Come on. That's it. I must turn my way of thinking around. It's not whose blood is this. It's whose blood could get onto the box like this. And if I think about it that way, if the blood got onto the box when the body was being placed into the push cart, then the owner of said blood must have been in the dressing room at the time. And there is only one person that could be. Well, I must praise you for trying so hard. It's because of you kids that I was removed from center stage. I'll be forced to live out the rest of my life in the shadows, unfortunately. But it's not a total loss, as the underworld will allow me more freedom than you'll ever know. Freedom like what the raven feels as it flies through the dark night sky. You can't lay a finger on me, not now or ever. The arm of the law is powerless before me.
Objection!
No. Edgeworth is smug. Powerless, is it? I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you. What do you mean? I'd love you to describe you in one word. Pitiful. Pitiful? How so? Ricus Alba, your wings were clipped long ago. And for someone who was trying to fly away on them without noticing that fact, pitiful is the perfect word to describe you. Ha, mere words. What do you mean by his wings are clipped, Mr. Edgeworth? Just what you think it means, Kay. We already caught him in our trap a while back. With an incredibly powerful, definitive piece of evidence. Hey! Earth to Mr. Prosecutor, care to speak in English? What are you talking about? What piece of evidence? Oh wait, isn't there blood on that card? Whose blood is that? I don't remember if it told us. I can't even look at it. Gosh dang it. I've been wondering that for a while. I don't even think it was Cece's blood. The piece I speak of is, of course, this drop of blood. But we know that's not from the victim. I don't see how it remains relevant to the case at all. Miss Von Karma. I believe that is exactly why it's very important to the case. And the part that is the most important is the fact that it's not the victim's blood. Ah, he's sweating again! You're looking a little pale. Good. Then I believe you are already aware of what I mean. You know who the blood belongs to? Okay, maybe it doesn't have anything to do with the card. Of course I do. This piece of evidence is the irrefutable proof that will stop the killer in his tracks. The blood that soiled this box of samurai dogs belongs to this person. Alba.
Take that!
Got hurt. The blood of the red sun on this box belongs to you, Kirkus Alba. What? What? Why is his blood on the box of samurai dogs? He's not even a victim! He got stabbed. The blood fell onto the box when Mr. Kochen's body was being loaded into the pushcart. At that time, the only two people in the dressing room were the victim and his killer. So that's what you mean. If the blood doesn't belong to the victim, then there's only one other person it could belong to. Yes, and that person is the murderer himself. That's the only logical conclusion. Mr. Kochen was the one who was stabbed, sir. Why would Mr. Alba have been the one who was bleeding? But during the murder, Mr. Kochen had fought back. You mean, if before Mr. Alba could kill him, Mr. Kochen managed to wound Mr. Alba? Yes, and I believe we have a piece of evidence that proves that he was bleeding then. Save it. Okay, no, I still can't. I need to save it. I don't backtrack, because I don't want it. Anyway. It should be just... Oops. He even showed us this. This piece of evidence shows him he was probably bleeding at the time. He's still bleeding now, apparently.
Take that!
Mr. Alba, you bear on your body a great wound. From when Damas II attacked me with a pair of scissors. Yeah, and that happened way after he was in the dressing room. Ah, but is that what really happened? You can manufacture a weapon by smearing blood on it. So I can't accept that as fact. Shall we try a test, Mr. Alba, and see if the shape of your wound matches the scissors? You really are something else, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't let a single thing slip by, no matter how insignificant the possibility. No one to talk, Mr. Alba. You've managed to give the law the slip for 10 years as the smuggling ring's leader. No matter the damage, you can hide every last ounce of fear and anxiety from everyone. Or danger. Not damage. Whoops. Got that wrong. Hold on. No matter the danger, you can hide every last ounce of fear and anxiety from everyone. You truly are a one-of-a-kind criminal. I am the master of my fear. However, to think that a person such as you would miss such a large thing. I believe I've overlooked something. You said that my wound was caused by Mr. Kochen. And that it was caused here in one of the theater's dressing rooms, right? Is it the knife? He had the key. This key turns into a knife. Kochen had the key. Yes. You literally, it is sticking out of his pocket right there. Wait, does Alba not know that can turn into a knife? Actually, is like Edgeworth and Co. the only people who know that thing can turn into a knife? Does everybody else just think it's a key? That would be hilarious. Okay, oh, okay, no. You said that my wound was caused by Mr. Ko-chan, and that was caused here, in one of the theater's dressing rooms, right? Yes, that is correct. I'd like to point out that it's simply not possible. My wound is a stab wound, and one that could only have come from a blade. I wonder where you could propose such a weapon came from. Ah, this theater was packed with security guards. It would have been impossible for anyone to come into this area with a weapon of any sort. Mr. Alba was able to bring in the Alabastian knife in a bouquet. There must have been some other way to sneak in a weapon of some sort. But as long as you can't prove that the other way is, all you're talking about Mr. Ko-chan stabbing me is pure nonsense. So if the other way does exist, you better hurry and tell me now. Gladly. With pleasure. Wait, what? This piece of evidence shows us how Mr. Ko-chan brought a weapon into this theater. It's the key!
Take that!
Among law enforcement, this piece is known as the Yatagarasu's key. The key? The key my father stole from here 7 years ago. It is very unique, in that it is both a key and a knife. Meaning that under the guise of a key, it could have been easily brought into the theater. You couldn't dispose of the knife that stabbed you. Therefore, you wiped off the blood and placed it back in Mr. Ko-chan's pocket. After all, the key itself opens the safe in his office. And inside that safe, there was a document about Dictography and paper, signed by Mr. Ko-chan. In order to make it look like Mr. Ko-chan died as the leader of the smuggling ring, you had to make it so that the police were the ones who opened that office safe. All that hard work to save yourself only served to destroy you in the end. Shall we try matching this knife's blade with your wound, Mr. Quirkus Alba? Ooh? We get it? And that is what some may call the coup de grace. Impossible. You can't take me down. Swine, all of you! Especially Manny Ko-chan. This is all because of that man's betrayal. He sought to steal control of the smuggling ring from me by removing me as ambassador. Which is why he deserved to die while bearing the guilt for all my crimes for me. That's why I said the Yatagarasu's card and how this incident was born. Manny was supposed to be the smuggling ring's leader who was killed by the Yatagarasu. But I had another reason, yet another story that was supposed to play out. And that was supposed to bring everything to a close. I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling prosecutors. Darn you meddling kids. Mr. Alba, I'm afraid there is one more question I forgot to ask. He's not looking forward to it. Which countries are Alabas? Which country's court would you like to face first? Either way, it's game over for you. Edgeworth! There he goes. What is going on with you? Oh. Oh. Kinda creepy. His eyes are gone. Edgeworth wrecked this man so hard he disappeared his eyes. Why are we in the district court now? Wait, it's 11 a.m. Is this the same day? I don't think I can scroll back far enough. No, I cannot. I figured. I'd check anyway. Phew, this is it, the big day. It's Mr. Alba's trial tomorrow. The next week, he's scheduled to stand trial in his own country of Ablaze. Francesca's heading that one. I suspect she'll be serving a full course of whiplashes at it. You know what? Just this once? Good. Having to face Miss Von Karma in court right after facing you, sir. Ugh. I don't even want to think of what that would be like. A glimpse of Mr. Alba as he was being escorted into the courthouse. Boy, he looked about as glum as I do the day before I get my monthly paycheck. You know, I've been thinking that the flight attendant and even Mr. Portsman were all Mr. Alba's secret agents. Correct. That smuggling ring was the common thread between all of the incidents. Kamimili was to provide support during smuggling ops, using her job as an attendant. Mr. Portsman was to manipulate trials related to the ring to end in their favor. Ooh. Go you airlines and even the prosecutor's office. No one was safe from the smuggling ring, huh, sir? I suspect there are even more members of this ring spread throughout the world. Yeah, sounds like a big op that I can't even begin to imagine what it's like. What is it, detective? Ah, nothing. It's just... Well, come to think of it, Mr. Ernest Amano's trial is also scheduled for later today, sir. I'm aware of that. Mr. Amano had been working with the smuggling ring now for over 10 years. He used the Amano Group's various connections worldwide to assist the ring. But all of that has come to an end, as his conglomerate is now under harsh scrutiny. I owe Mr. Amano a debt of gratitude, but he must pay his debt to society. Well, with the arrest of both Mr. Alba and Mr. Amano, I guess that about wraps up the KG-8 incident as well, huh? I suppose so. The real killer in the KG-8 incident 10 years ago was Maniko Chan. And 7 years ago, the killer in the second KG-8 incident was Mac Rel. Those two facts are unshakable truth. Those two facts are the unshakable truth. However, it seems that a lot of effort was put into hiding these and other truths from us. And I will expose it all at the trials today. You're solving cases left and right today, aren't you, sir? I see you and Deadman. Perhaps now those two brave souls who tried to make the truth known can rest in peace. What about... Oh, what was his name? The Interpol agent that died on the flight. Him too! By the way... By the way, I received some gifts from Ambassador Polano. Shrimp, crab, beef. I don't need any of these, so I'm giving them to you. What? Seriously, sir? Wait. Actually, I don't think I want them anymore. The way you're holding them. Don't tell me they're just coupons, sir. Detective Gumshoe, have you not read the paper recently? Ever since the two countries became Kadofia again, its economy has changed. Really? And it seems that Ambassador Polano has reaped a few benefits of his own from it. He has been announced as the official ambassador of the newly reunified Kadofia. You know, I'm kind of curious what normal people thought of the Kadofia breaking apart. What was that? Was that also like 10 years ago? Something like that? It hasn't been apart for long until Alabasta and Babal. I'm kind of wondering if the general population thought this was a dumb idea. They're like, yay, we're Kadofia again! This is really stupid for a while. We were two separate countries. I wonder if it was like that. It was like, was it just the machinations of the smuggling ring or whatever? I'm curious. Were people for this or against this? I want to know. We're not gonna find out though, but I am curious. Oh, who's speaking now? Ah, but what a pity. Even though every item he sent is a treasure. Oh wait, is this Kay? Even though every item he sent is a treasure, you don't seem all that interested. Well, if you don't want them, I can give them to my lovely assistant Kay. Is she talking for Edgeworth? Well, wait! That's not what I said, so Mr. Edgeworth, please let me have them, sir. Kay. Actually, come to think of it, where is Kay? How come she's not here? She's hiding behind Edgeworth. Hey! You gotta be more alert than that! Ah! Can't believe you didn't notice. I was even mimicking Mr. Edgeworth's voice for a bit. I totally didn't notice you or realize that voice was you. And she says, ferocious love blooms with each new spring. Hi, Lang. Why are you here?
Agent Lang, a pleasant surprise to see you here.
It's been a long time since I set foot in a courthouse. I wasn't going to miss watching the guy who screwed up my country finally get what's coming to him. Oh, that and something else. I want to see you in action in court.
Is that so, Agent Lang?
We flushed out all of the counterfeit bills, so Zhenfa is finally at peace again. And it's all thanks to you, so I just want to say thanks. Wow, I never thought I'd see the day old Wolfie says thanks to Mr. Edgeworth.
This should be the one thanking you, Agent Lang. If you hadn't negated Mr. Alba's extraterritorial rights, I would not have been able to bring him to trial. I believe the victory belongs to the both of us in this case.
Shared victory, huh? Look, don't get me wrong. I'll still never forgive you prosecutors. I have zero interest in that truth thing you talk about in court. Lang? That's kind of important even in your job, Lang! I've always done things my own way, and that's not about to change. You got that? Also, I know for a fact you asked Edgeworth for help finding out the truth. Don't you lie to me, Wolfie!
I see. I believe you should follow your own creed when you do your job.
Yeah, if there's ever someone your precious truth can't catch. Feel free to sit around and cry about it all you want. But as for me, I'm gonna get that person no matter what.
Alright. It's about time for the trial to start. We'll see you later.
I'll be watching your performance from the gallery. Looking forward to this. I prepared a whole ton of ticker tape for today's victory, sir. Ticker tape? What? What is that? Like confetti? Like the confetti ribbons? Whatever. I'll throw some around when Mr. Edgeworth wins. Haha. Hope you got enough because I'm going to call my men up as well. Does that sound like a real bash there, Lang? Lang's like, that sounds like fun. Count me and my men in.
Modest amount of ticker tape goes a long way.
Oh, that's funny. Ooh, I missed that. I'm sorry.
The legend of the great thief Yasbarasu. It's a story of those who choose to dedicate their lives to the pursuit of the truth. Prosecutors are those who seek a guilty verdict for the defendants they meet. And to that end, you have no choice but to win by any means necessary. That creed was forced upon me since I was very young. However, I no longer think that it is all we prosecutors do, and that is because...
I need to put down the dialogue speed down there for the automatic. So he's all by himself.
Even though I've only been away from the courtroom for I feel as though a lifetime has since I set foot in one, and today more than any other day, the fight within me rises. And
roll credit. Okay. Yay, we got done. Oh, he's so mad. He got arrested on the plane. I forgot about that. Okay. Oh, we're gonna go through all the things. It's like I'm selling them on the internet and they've become a real sensation. Thanks to the praise the art world has lavished on my work as being truly postmodern. This is scenario. Everyone has chosen me to design the new line of Go You something. Just think, someday you'll be able to take a ride in my pink-walled, yellow-seated jet. Oh, she's like, oh gosh. You know, as fun as it would be to see all these, I think I will go back here. Looks like we get to end a little early today. I know, we could see the little end bits and stuff. That would be cool, but we did it, we got the bad guy, but also, like, it's automatic and I don't think I can adjust the speed of the text, so I'm not gonna have to, like, speed read it and I'm already missing things. I was like, gotta find that one on your own, I guess. If I knew it was gonna go automatic, I would have slid this text down. Actually, I could do that now. I have it set to something else so I can skip through the dialogue so I can go through things quicker if I need to. I should change that. I will change that. But that finishes off the game because Investigations Collection is, as I've been saying, let's see, I believe the name is actually Ace Attorney Miles Edgeworth Investigations. And the second game is Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Gambit. So we have Prosecutor's Gambit to get through now, and I've been looking forward to this. I've seen a tiny bit here and there of my twin sister playing this. So what we have to look forward to is Lang does still show up. We get to have... Yeah, we get to have a whole case revolving around Kay, but not in the way you think, because something happens to Kay in Prosecutor's Gambit. She gets in mucho grande trouble. Much trouble. Very big trouble. So we gotta save her. So yeah, she gets, as part of course for Ace Attorney, she gets accused of being a murderer, which obviously is not the case, but it's more complicated than just asking her, because things and stuff happen. I'm not spoiling it though. But I do say we have to go defend Kay. There is also an episode in Prosecutor's Gambit where we get to play as Gregory. And if you don't know who that is, you probably know once I say his full name, because his name is Gregory Edgeworth. It's Edgeworth's, Miles Edgeworth's dad. You get to play as him. We get to see him. It's set in the past. It is the case Gregory was on before he died. This is the case that led to his death. Miles gets to finish it. He gets to finish what his dad started. That is also in Prosecutor's Gambit. There is also a few... Is it 2 new mechanics? Or is it just 1 technically? We get a little bit... well, in any case, there's a little bit of the... gameplay. That's the word. Gameplay gets a little buffed up in the Prosecutor's Gambit side of things, which is more fun, I think. And this is the one that is officially translated now. This is, this is the part of the game that had not been translated officially until now. I think that's why, like, everybody's names is different. Everybody's called named differently than what most people are expecting. I think there are a few names that are the same from the fan translation that's been around for years. But again, I'm like, I kind of wonder if they changed the names. So, like, there'd be less Actually, that might actually be why. Because technically the copyright for those names might, if you put that to a judge would belong to the fan translators. So they might not have been able to use the names because of legal shenanigans like that. That is actually a thing. This is why it's if you're a fan of something and you want to work for the thing you are a fan of and you have fan projects, your fan projects can kind of cause problems for the company that owns the IP. There's so many ways where that can get to rocky territory. I know that's sometimes why I guess some people don't get hired if they've done like fan voiceover work for some things. So, some people were discussing it. I'm not all that familiar, but I guess it's it's certainly at least sounds like a rocky road from what I've heard. So yeah, legal business between FanWorks and the people who actually own the IP is a little much. It's very much, it's tricky business because technically it's a lot of FanWorks are illegal. I know that sounds surprising, but most companies don't do anything about it because that would kind of tick off a bunch of fans. It's sort of the law that's like everybody knows it's there because it's just the people who are around are, you know, messing around and finding out this is what the laws are for, but otherwise people just sort of turn a blind eye. So yeah, I guess it's another case of like the law's not the end all be all. Like, why do the laws exist? I don't know. I'm gonna talk about it. This is Ace Attorney. It's relevant. It's laws and stuff. We just played a game with a bunch of attorney stuff. But in any case, Prosecutor's Gambit. It's very interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Choose. I think. Oh, right. The first case, which is sort of the tutorial, but it's also a proper case, is has Shelly the Killer from the, what is his name? Matt Egard? Was that it? The one with the Nickel Samurai and the Jammy Ninja thing where Maya gets kidnapped by, you know, Shelly the Killer? Yeah, he shows up again. He shows up in the, actually shows up a lot in this. It's also, we get a case in a prison, which is interesting. There's a character that he gets kind of introduced later in there, but there's an interesting character. There's a lot of interesting cases here, in my opinion. So yeah, I hope, I'm looking forward to that. I think though, I want to take a break a bit from playing Investigations Collection, because this is, what is it, 22nd, am I remembering that correctly? This is like the 22nd video, I think, in the series. I need a break. Just a little one. Also, I have not finished Legends Arceus, Pokemon Legends Arceus. If you notice, I have paired Ace Attorney up with Pokemon Coliseum. That's our next stream today, or only 2 streams a week now. I'm sorry about that. But I'm thinking we might have a couple of weeks of Pokemon only week, because I want to finish that up. So yeah, it'll take a little bit of break. I don't know, I might just have 1 week of that, but next week I could have Fields of Mysteria and Final Fantasy. I don't know why I was thinking I could remember 14, but I couldn't remember Final Fantasy for a second there. That's a pretty good indicator. Leo needs to call it a day. Leo needs to call it a day. Man, I'm happy that we got it go off a little bit early then. My brain is turning to mush. Sorry, my painted little Mises. Leo Theo's brain is gone. It has left the building. I'm laughing about it because I think it's funny. I can only laugh at myself, you know, laugh it off. Any case, we will get definitely to Prosecutor's Gambit. Again, I think there might be just 1 stream possibly left of Legends Arceus, because we have, like 12, 11 was it? Pokemon left? I might grab 1 or 2 of the trickier ones. I need to go check. But we might have a Legends Arceus to break up between the Investigation 1 side of things to Prosecutor's Gambit. So yeah, might have to wait a little bit on that. But I do hope y'all look forward to it, because I'm certainly look forward to it again. I am looking forward to seeing the case where you get to play as Gregory. I am looking forward to... We get to see all the Shelly the Killer shenanigans, because oh my gosh, the shenanigans, and everything revolving around what happens to Kay, why she gets into the hot seat. That's a very good case, I gotta say. I am looking forward to it. It's got a lot of good cases, I have to say. In my opinion, which is totally fine if it differs from yours, I have to say that Prosecutor's Gambit has some of the best cases in the Ace Attorney series. Well, you know, it's on the top, it's what I'm trying to say. You know, like, it is a high on the tier list. Here we go. I don't want to say, like, this is the #1, even though if I were to say that, I would definitely be very, very, very biased towards the Great Ace Attorney series. I love that. I was like, wow, the Victorian dressed VTuber likes the game that's mysteries and intrigue set in the Victorian time. Well, it's Edwardian time spot, I think, by then. Is it? Shh. I think. No, it might be like the last year of Victorian times. I think Victorian times technically ended in like 1901, because it ended when Victoria passed away. I don't know if it was like the second, third, or whatever, but it was a Queen Victoria. She passed away. The Victorian era ended with her death, and then we have the Edwardian era, because that is who took on Edward is who took the throne after her. That's literally the difference. It is no cultural difference. There's not like I mean, a change in monarchs is a big thing, but it's not like, oh yeah, there's a difference between like the 1910s and the 1920s, because there was like a World War I was then, and then like after World War II, you know, it's not like that big thing, or like computers came into existence, we got electricity, the Industrial Revolution, you know, things like that. It's like, it's a change of monarch, which happens often enough. It doesn't always shake up the society too much, and I don't think this is the case. But it is different. Anyway, I'm rambling, so I'm gonna call it here. So yeah, gonna have probably at least a 1 stream break between now and Prosecutor's Gambit. I'll let me think of thumbnails. We'll see, because I do want to get Legends Arceus, so we might have a Pokemon week or 2. I'm not sure. You know, it depends on how much we can get through, and even I don't know that. But we will get to Prosecutor's Gambit, and yeah, I am very much looking forward to that. I hope you all are too. And yeah, with that, leave any likes and comments on the videos, you know, any engagement I appreciate, any you're willing to give, even if it's a little bit, maybe it's a lot. Hey, maybe you want to stick around and become a subscriber on YouTube or a follower on Twitch. That'd be cool. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, I had noticed even over break people subscribe, and I'm just, thank you! And even followed. I think we even got a few on Twitch. Yeah, we did. So yeah, I'm like, I haven't been streaming for a bit, and there's people coming over, so you know, again, thank you. I appreciate it. I do notice. I just don't always mention it. I mean, I usually wait for a few more people to join, because otherwise it's like, I'm thinking all the time, and I would think that would get tiring after a while, hearing it over and over. You know, it starts to sound, not maybe disingenuous, but less genuine, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't want to say it all the time. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. If you haven't noticed, I overthink things. But in any case, I very much think any support you're willing to give, and I hope to continue to live up to, I don't know, expectations. I hope I continue to be entertaining in some shape or form, even though I'm not a funny man. Honestly, honestly, I am the straight man. And the funny man, straight man equation. That's what my sister is. Any case, that's it for today. So I hope you all liked it. And we will be getting into Prosecutor's Gambit soon enough. Woohoo! But for now, it is time for farewells with bye-byes. And I hope to see you all in the next stream.